really hopeful that I was right and that it is that hose, because if that's the case, we can have this thing swapped over to the new hose pretty quickly and be back up and running. Look at that. You could play center field. Oh, I got some more. What? Good catch. Oh my goodness. Good catch. What a good boy. Sit. Good dog. What is it? Uh-oh. Failure. You get it? Look at him shake it off. That's so funny. Good job. Every day, gotta get his dental. Okay. You get it? Good boy. Get it. Go ahead. He wants other things first. Making me fall apart in here, Left. There you go. Get it. There you go. Okay, that's it. Good boy. Usually lies down for those because that takes a lot of work. That's a good boy. Good boy. Finish up your snacks. Good boy. I'm just laying over here thinking about all of these projects that I'm in the middle of or that I have to start working on. So I said, okay, I'm going to run into Quartzsite today because I need to get this. And while I'm there, I might as well go do this. And I've got 2 full bags of garbage that need to get dropped off over at the dump. And then it hits me. I can't go anywhere because I have a massive coolant system leak under the hood of the truck. As soon as I take off the air intake there, it's gonna let me look down in there a lot more and see what's going on. And so my hope was that it's just the upper radiator hose has split where it attaches to the thermostat housing. So I ordered one from O'Reilly's. You know, they have the free ship to store option. And so I just got an email from them that it is there. So it's up in Parker. That's where O'Reilly's is located, the closest one, I should say. So it's in Parker, and it's ready to be picked up. So I've just texted all of the people that are around here that I know that could possibly give me a ride up there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's raining. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I did not know it started raining. Oh, go ahead. I'm hoping that someone is able to take a little bit of time and give me a ride up there today to pick up that hose. And then, of course, I hope that it is that hose. Once I take that air box, remove that, and get a good look down in there, I'm hoping that that's going to prove out to be the problem. All right. We tripped up to Parker. This is 3 days ago, and no problem on the trip. We got back to camp, and no exaggeration, as we pulled in to our camp area here, right over there, about 100 yards from where we are, I started smelling coolant. We pulled into camp here. Because I was pushing the truck at 65, I left it running for about 5 minutes after we pulled in here, just to let the engine cool off a little bit. You know, that might seem counterintuitive, but on a diesel engine, you let it run to cool off the turbo. So I left it sitting here running for about 5 minutes, and then after that period of time, I shut the engine off. I came out and I popped the hood. Sure enough, you can still see remnants of it. this was all coolant right in here. You know, my coolant, I did a flush and fill on my coolant 2 summers ago. So my coolant has always been very, very clean. So it was all right up in this area here. And so I'm thinking, you know, this is the upper radiator support right here. This is obviously the air box. So how would coolant get onto the upper radiator support? Well, the fan can move the coolant. If the coolant is leaking down in there somewhere on the front of the engine, the fan can distribute it. So I'm not really concerned that it's up here. It's just, where did it come from? I left the truck overnight, came out the next morning after everything was cooled off, and this tank, like a lot of them, this is the cold fill line right here. So when the engine is cold, you should be at this line. And mine always was. It was always dead on, because I had just done, like I said, I had done a flush and fill and did it all correctly. And now you can see I'm down about 2 inches. And I'm estimating, you know, correct me if I'm wrong and you know more than me, but I'm estimating between 1 and 2 gallons of coolant has leaked out. So 1 to 2 gallons has leaked out. So I got my flashlight, and the best I could do, you know, before removing all of this is just, you know, really looking down the face of the engine down in here. And I could see, by this time it was the next morning, and so a lot of the coolant had evaporated. So all I was seeing was staining from where it was, like you're seeing up here is the staining, the remnants. And so I was looking at the staining, and it just happened to be where the upper radiator hose attaches to, I'm assuming it attaches to the thermostat housing. That's how most vehicles are set up, that the upper radiator hose mates with the engine at the thermostat housing. So I have the upper radiator hose. I picked that up at O'Reilly's yesterday. Pam drove me up there. It was like $40, so not bad. The lower radiator hose, on the other hand, is $110. It has, it's not just a single hose. It has a secondary smaller hose that feeds off of it. You know, $110 isn't all the money in the world, but, you know, things have been kind of tight lately, so if I don't have to replace it, I'm not going to. Wow, it's just so windy today. Again, I don't know why we keep getting all these windy days, but I feel good about it right now, because in my mind, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be the hose. I've already got the hose. I'm going to replace it. I bought some coolant to put back in. It's going to be no problem. That's, in my mind, the way the job is going to go. So we're stuck here, and if I do need more parts, you know, it's funny, I texted the people that I knew from around the area when I needed a ride to go up and get the part. When I got an email from O'Reilly saying, hey, your hose is here, come and get it. So I texted everyone. It was like 9 a.m. and Pam replied back and said, I'd be glad to take you up there. And before I could reply back or say, hey, how about 11 o'clock, she was pulled up sitting outside my rig here at like 9:45. She was ready to go. So thank you, Pam, for getting me up there. I hate to be a burden on anyone, I really do. But if I do need to go and get more parts, I'm hopeful that I can ask Pam again to drive me up there. I could drive that one, but it's not mine, and so I'm not really comfortable doing that. It would be a great drive. Pull off the side of the road and do some four-wheeling. You know, that's a 4x4. I tested it out here. I put it in 4 low, and it's four-wheel drive, absolutely. Full video coming up on that. That rig is for sale. I've got nothing but good things to say about it, and it's got some really excellent features that are very rare that you guys are going to really want to hear about and see. Amazing options. One that I've never seen in person before. It's just incredible. And then overall, some really interesting features that you just don't come across in a rig like that. You just don't. So I'm going to do a full video so that everybody can get a good look at it. And it is up for sale. It's going to make someone an excellent, either an overlander rig or a rig to build out for a camper. But it'd be a great overlander rig because it is four-wheel drive. It does have airbags already installed in the back. Professionally installed, not home installed. You gonna tell them all about that 4x4 rig? Yup, it's 4x4, you're right. It is. Yup. 4x4. I know you know that. I know. I'm not trying to make you sound like a dumpsty. I'm just making sure everybody else knows what it means, that's all. Does that sound feel good on your belly? Huh? Does that feel good on your belly? That's my boy. Oh, he loves getting scratched on his muscles back here. Gets licky when I do that. See? Every time I scratch him back there on his muscles, he gets all licky. Huh? Yeah. That feels good, huh? What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Left, I'm gonna go inside and make myself some lunch, okay? I'm gonna go make some lunch. I am hungry. I can still hear you. What? Turkey. So I've got the air box, the whole air plenum there removed, and now I'm just doing a bunch of poking around trying to figure out where the heck the leak is coming from. And I spent quite a bit of time out here poking around. And if you have sharp eyes, you can see the leak right now, but I wasn't seeing it. Okay, so let's go ahead. I pre-trimmed the aluminum. Can I do it? Bluetooth. And it just hit the line. So the next step I'm at right now is starting the engine. You can see I'm putting it off, right? Because I'm like right now in my mind, it's perfect. I'm gonna start it up. Boom, there's gonna be the leak. I'm gonna figure it out immediately and order a part, and everything's solved, right? In my mind, that's where we're at right now. So I'm putting off starting the engine because the chances of it going that way, there is a chance that that will happen, but there's also a chance that I spend 10 minutes out here and I see nothing and I can't find the leak and I'm frustrated, or it turns out to be the radiator and now I need a whole new radiator. That's a possibility. And, you know, we can replace the radiator. That's not the end of the world. It's got these upper mounts. They're even labeled. This is left, this is right. It's got a shroud on it. You know, it's a basic radiator just like any other vehicle. So, if everybody right now let's everybody together put our thoughts towards, he's going to start the engine and he's going to find the leak right away, no problem. Let's everybody think that right now, because I need that to be the outcome here. I need this to be solved. I really do. I cannot continue to be stuck out here as I am. I've got 3 full giant bags of garbage that need to be dumped. I'm getting low on water, food, propane, I mean everything. I'm getting down to it. It's time. I need to get into town in this truck. And I guess in an emergency, I could probably drive this. Just drive from here to the auto parts and pick up some more gallons of coolant and then just watch it if I had to in an emergency. Why does this keep... Is that the radiator right there? Oh, there it is. The radiator's cracked. Yeah, right there. That's the problem. Right there. There is a crack in the radiator. Yep. It keeps getting wet. And I'm like, why? I just wiped this off. Why is it wet again? There's the problem. So this is plastic. And it's cracked. There's the issue, and that's why it was leaking right up here. So there it is. You see the crack, and it keeps seeping. So watch, I'll wipe it all. See that? So it's like 1, 2, 3, kind of 3. Gosh, how would that have happened? How would that have happened? Yeah, you see it really getting wet there. Isn't it funny though how something like this, like if I hadn't have filled that fluid, if I had just started the engine without dumping that gallon in there, would I have seen a leak? I don't know. Everybody take care, be safe, and we'll see you again real soon with the solution to this mess. Thanks for being here.